Hey there everyone, congratulations, you found the champ dog. Well done, pat yourselves on the back. I'm sure you're all cool dudes, dudettes. So, we're playing some more Big Red today. I did a deck tech on this in my previous video in this series, so go check that out if you're interested. But otherwise it's pretty similar to the Rakdos Control / Ram / Big Rakdos. This that I did on my previous video and that I've been running around a bit, but it's just red. So I got two games for you today, one against Is It Tempo and one against a Selesnya Urian list. I'm going to keep this intro pretty short because the games are a little bit longer. There won't be an outro on this video, but there will be more videos with this deck coming up. So thanks for tuning in. Without further ado, let's jump into the games. Okay, we are back. I will play first. Thank you. Okay, this hand's not amazing, but we have the thing. Actually, this hand's pretty good. What am I talking about? I've got turn 2, I've got turn 3, I've got turn 4, turn 5 Ugin. I really do not know what I'm talking about. This hand's about as good as it gets. Ooh, Improbable Alliance. Well. Ugin will have something to say about that, let me tell you. So I'm just going to be a little bit aggressive here, a little bit of pressure on my opponent. Hopefully they'll take a... Ooh, I was going to say a turn off answer in this, but not even. That was a pretty lousy turn for them. Okay, so I was going to say we hit a tap land, but I can shock this in. And I will shock this in. Lucky we did hit that land. I hadn't even considered that, to be honest. I mean, because my thing cut out, I lost my opportunity to take a mulligan anyway. So nothing I could have done. Ooh. Dim cards though. So I think I will attack first, see how they respond. I mean, I don't want to get negated here. Looks like they're holding up something, but I'm still going to go for it. I just hope it's not a negate. That's all. But I feel like it might be, just from the way that hung, the way they thought about it. Yep, that sucks. Oh well, what do you do? Next turn we can Iron Crank FEAT. Given that's an exile effect, I think they should have hit the Simulacrum. So next turn we can actually do a lot. I'm going to attack here, obviously. Oh no! That was silly. That was silly. I was thinking I could Bonecrusher like stomp into Ox of Agonist, but I can only cast one spell. It's fine, I cast the Ox, and then I can pump up the Crawling Barrens with the remaining mana. It's not a complete loss. Okay. This is a weird Is It control deck by the looks of it, built around Improbable Alliance. That's pretty cool. Okay, no, here comes the Sprite Dragon. This is just bizarre. I don't know what this deck is, but it's weird. Play out Bonecrusher here. I could have pumped the Barons again, but This puts a bit more power and toughness on the board. I'm still a while off returning Ox, which is unfortunate. Interesting. So is this just a... No, it's not an Is It Aggro deck because they're playing Neutralize. It's not classic Is It Aggro with... I was going to say, is it just Is It Aggro with this instead of Riddle Form? But no, it's not. It's way more control-y. So I think I go for Shadow Skull here. How much mana do I have? I have 6, yep, so the most I can do this for is 4. So we do like this, try to kill these off. I assume they have something here. Kill. Again, as an exile effect, maybe you should have hit my robot. I'd be so close to bringing back Ox if those hadn't been exiled, if they'd just been killed. This is a strange list. So many strange lists today. Okay, so I really need to hit Minguez to deal with some of this nonsense. Okay, I'll take it. So I was just going to play Iron Crack Feet there to start pumping up my Barons. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so I'm going to go slightly more in the aggro plan here. And slightly less on the ramp to Ugin plan. Yeah, I actually think I'll cut the feats entirely. Cut down on some Ugins. Actually, maybe I don't need this much Ox in my life. So this can take out a Brazen Borrower, something of that nature, or a Sprite Dragon. It's not an entirely useless card here. Yeah, so I think I cut this because I'm trying to be a little more aggressive here. Yeah, so the plan here is a little more aggressive, make it harder for them to counter and control things. Make them choose between controlling what I cast and controlling the board. Ideally, mind you, I've never actually drawn Robber of the Rich when sideboarding like this. I've not seen it even once in any game. Hey! Speak of the devil. So I can play this turn 1 with impunity because I don't have Iron Crag in my hand anymore. Of course, Robber of the Rich is not as good on the draw like this, but whatevs, here we are. Okay. So this could be Opt, could be Shock. Hope it's not Shock or I'm playing right into it. Red Cap melee, okay. Probably should have just played the tone, but whatevs. Cool. It's alright, we can trade removal spells. A little unfortunate to draw Ugin here in my opening hand, but whatevs. So I'm going to scry here. My thinking is they could, because they're on red, they could have brought in Artifact Tape. Yeah, Soulseer seems good. I'm going to Scorching Dragonfire this while they're tapped out. And I'm going to draw up that way from Mesmine Tome. Soulseer doesn't seem amazing, but it's okay. Okay, so they've got Counterspell mana up. According to risk for that. Okay, what are they holding up? Interesting. So that hang there isn't a counterspell. Obviously they could have card draw, frantic inventory, that sort of stuff. Brazen Borrower maybe. Strange little deck, but I like it. I do have a fondness for the, is it Tempo decks? Okay, opt. Knew you'd be coming. Finally joined the party. Second opt. Okay. I'm glad I got rid of those Sprite Dragons. Okay, have you got any plays? No. So I can just keep on scrying. Crawling Barrens would actually be really nice here. So I'm at 6, 2 turns away from being able to play Ugin. I mean, I really doubt I'll be able to resolve it, but I'd also love to hit any of my, hey, Crawling Barrens. I was going to say, I'd love to hit any of my sideboarded creatures. So I can Valakut Awakening here and get a fresh grip, but I think I'll just start pumping up the Barrens. So it's going to be a little hard for them to deal with. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor at the moment will hit for 3. You know what? I think I can do both. I mean, they're welcome to counter this if they want to. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, game's over. So I was going to start pumping and attacking with Crawling Barrens. I think they skipped a little prematurely, but I mean, the game was not going well for them. Okay, take the play, of course. Okay, this hand kind of sucks. I do have 2 lands, but I don't want to keep a 2-lander full of 3, 4, 5, and 8 drops. Better! I guess I put back a mountain. I'll lead on a mountain just in case the hazard comes into play. It might slow us down a bit on turn 4 otherwise, but them's the breaks, you know? Selesnya colors. Interesting. I don't actually know what we're playing here. I don't recognize 100% of my opponent's deck on turn 1. Unheard of. No point crushing their face. That's not really how we win the game. Yeah, we're not going to put enough pressure on them to make that a worthwhile play, I think. Okay, so I'm going to play this so that at the very least, at end of turn, I can pump the Barons if they don't give me anything better to do. Yes, Sean! I thought I might see this guy. So we'll just kill that off. I mean, they do get to draw a couple of cards. What does one do though? What does one do? So I was thinking of playing Stomp and playing this just to force them to respond, but I could also just start pumping this, you know?
If you don't respect nature, we're gonna have a problem.
Okay, so...
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
I could Soul Sear this, but then I still have that to deal with. Next turn I can Ironcrag FEAT Shadow Skull Smashing to kill them both. It's a little unfortunate because I'm 2-for-1ing myself, but...
That's it. I'm done.
Ugh, my opponent is so far ahead of me in cards. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be in trouble. I should have saved this for my opponent's turn, but whatever. Another 2-for-1. Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble, so I'm really going to need to hit Nugan to try and get back in this game. But I'm also 2 lands off casting it, so we're not looking good right now, to be honest. Charming Prince, I assume they scry here. So I feel like this might be a Urian deck. Everything seems to have ETB triggers so far. Why would they tap my lands like that? Because I can't do both anyway. Okay. So end of turn we pump the Barons. ECD, okay. I mean that sucks because they're going to get back Vivian. So I need to draw an Ugin and a land to get back into this game. Gotta be a Urian deck. Just a slightly bigger Selesnya Urian deck than what I'm used to seeing. Slightly greedier. Yep, there's the Urian. Here comes the Vivi.
Elemental cat dinosaurs? I love Ikoria. We will adapt to any threat.
Storm's Wrath would be nice. Okay. That's a weird one. So I obviously could have shot down a thing there. 7, 8. So not enough mana to do everything I want to do. Which is unfortunate. Which is cast both of these to kill Vivian and then attack with the barracks.
How savage. Don't worry. I hope
So I really need this Ugin to come through for me. So they play that out just to get more power on the board, I guess. I mean, they can bounce it with Uriah if they want to, assuming they have another Uriah. Really need this Ugin. Yep. Really need this Ugin. Quite urgently, in fact. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Solemn Simulacrum. This should have been a good matchup for us. Alright. Be done for. It's unfortunate. So I do like the Soul Guide Lanterns here. I do like them. I'll take another Storm's Wrath just because it deals with Vivian quite nicely. I don't think Bonecrusher Giant's super helpful here. Shredded Sails is nice if they get a great Henge. I don't know that this list is going to be running Henge though. I could be wrong. It's toughy. It's definitely a toughie. I think I cut some Bone Crushers. Do I want Rebuke? Yeah, I don't think there's much point bringing this in. I mean, I guess I could do some work. But what would I cut? Nah, I think I just leave it like this and hope that I hit Ugin this turn. That was, yeah, quite unfortunate. Just really needed that Ugin. I mean, this isn't amazing, but I'm going to keep it. Worst case scenario, I can cycle this ship, sails. Hopefully pick off a few things in our turn 5 box to draw some more cards. Crawling Barons is so good right now. Gives so many decks so much trouble. Shot. This can kill the wall, but I don't think that's how I'm winning. Interesting they brought that in. I mean, they didn't see anything. They didn't see any of my escape cards last time, did they? Oh, sorry, last game. So if I do draw an Ugin, I can cast it next turn. I don't think I will draw an Ugin, and they can just DCD it, but it ain't nothing. Yeah, glad I didn't keep rubber. This wall really would have brick walled it. Get it? They are taking their sweet time here, aren't they? No rush. It's cool. I got some time. I got some time. Could be my opponent's disconnected. Okay, they made it. They made it. This up. Guts to use me mana effectively. Okay, so I found the Ugin. I don't think I should play it at the moment because it's not particularly impactful. There's not really anything for it to exile, so I think I'm just going to pump the Barons and attack. My internet's playing up now. I don't think they have anything at instant speed to deal with this. I could play the Ox, of course, but then I discard all these juicy cards, which I don't want to do. Yeah, so my concern was if I played Ugin last turn, they just respond with ECD, and I'm right back where I started. And all I've done is deal 3 damage to their face, because I can't even exile this wall. Yep, they block. And I mean, this Barons is putting pressure on them. Vivian, very good.
Diversity is our greatest strength.
Okay, so I have options. I could just pump this up and attack, they block. I think I'm best off. What am I on? I've got 6, 7 mana. Yeah, I think I'm just meant to Ugin all this away though. I could also Shadow Skull Smashing. Using the Ugin means they can't get it back with ECD.
I hate this.
Return to the essence.
Kogla. So I can block Kogla with the Barons. I can also do this and get in with the Barons.
My greatest creation.
So I mean 8 is a fair amount of damage. And I'll just play this out. Yeah, that worked out pretty nicely. Oh, they really need an Elspeth Conquer's Death here to deal with Ugin. But they also need to deal with this Crawling Barons somehow. Yeah, it's not looking good for them. Okay, so I don't have enough mana to do both of these things, unfortunately. Which is to say, Shadow Skull Smashing to kill Kogla and still activate Barons. But what I can do is attack with Barons, force them to block with Kogla. Yep. Force them to block with Kogla, ping them with Ugin, and then I'm in a pretty good spot. Okay, yeah, so you're not very helpful. I mean, you can get through in the air, but so what? You only deal with Vivian. That's the only thing you're really effective for. I mean, they'd kind of rather have the Akroan Wall, wouldn't they? Snag a big dude. But I think it's just better to have the Ox. Like, they're kept in birth, so, you know, they've got early walls. They've got some life gain. Like, I'm unlikely to be able to aggro them out by putting things in. So it's going to be a long game. So I think Ox is the option. Really don't know how good Scorching Dragonfire is here, but I mean, what else do I bring in? Okay, so I can do the thing, the turn 5 thing, if I draw land. Excuse, shove. Gives me a target for the Dragonfire. Again, I don't really know why they've kept that in. I don't think they've seen my Ox in any of these games. I mean, maybe they just know the list. There's always that option. Sad robot, sure. Can't kill it with Ugin, unfortunately. So if I have to Ugin to clear up a Vivian, this can kill it, but I've got Storm's Wrath for that now. Very nice, very nice. That's fine. Get in. Okay, no hit. So that's strictly card disadvantage for me, but you know, whatevs. Play another Legion Angel. Oh, it looks like they've actually... Oh no, they've only put 2 set up. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, so do I do the thing to just clear this board up? Force them to have a good response? I think there's worse plays.
Accept a lesser world, and you will grow lost to the
I can just keep ticking up to kill the angels.
creation can be undone.
Vivian? Okay.
I'm old as a brushwood.
Excuse, sure.
I call.
Okay, so they
and
are
the
tapped
courier
up.
answers.
Storm's Wrath right now will kill my Ugin. But do this.
My flames burn beyond.
Be really nice to draw some land.
Your efforts will not.
The tomes will help with that, but that's 2 land drops I've missed now, I think. Just sucks. So, robot, sure. Excuse. Okay, so what do I want to do about this? At least I got my land drop. So, I want to kill one of these. Probably has to be you. Because if I killed the Simulacrum, they could have pumped that and killed Ugin. Yeah, so I want to just empty my hand out a little bit here so that my Ox gets maximum value.
Restrain yourself.
Skyclave, okay. I wonder what they're going to take. Because they're probably feeling like they've got an answer to Ugin. Yep. Crawling Barrens is nice, thank you very much. Urian, okay. That sucks, so they're going to take my other tome here. Okay, so how badly do I want Crawling Barrens now? Yeah, I think I still keep it, to be honest. I think I still keep it. I'm playing this next turn, so... Okay, so...
I will destroy.
Get rid of that. Get another token. So this will make 7. Will give me access to 10. So I can Ox and pump my Barrens. And hey, replacement Ugin. Nice. Yep.
Death has never stopped me.
Okay, do they have a third angel in? Okay, so they have had one of these in their deck, and they managed to draw it. That's pretty good. It's a bit greedy though. Obviously maximum value that way, but so unlikely to draw it. I found 2 and 2 to be a pretty nice split for me. So if I'm going to Ugin, I'll be Ugining for 5, and everything dies. So I want to attack here. Everything's going to die anyway. And if I Ugined, the Simulacrum wouldn't die. And also this way Ox goes to my graveyard, and I can bring it back. And so for 5. Clear this board up real nice.
Return.
So next turn I can hopefully do both of these. Yeah, ECD kind of sucks. Actually sucks a lot. They'll get back Vivian, I assume. But I mean, I can just keep spamming back-to-back Ugins, I guess. That works too.
Unutilized knowledge.
5? Yep.
Is rotting. Silent.
It works well for me. Ugin after Ugin after Ugin. Ah, nice. Nice. Oh no, it can't hit Ugin. Alright, doesn't matter. I take it back. Whatever. Okay, so I can exile both of these. What does this do? That. No, I can't exile that, but I can kill it. Which seems decent, I guess. And I think it's acceptable to just use Ugins +2 to kill this. They do draw a card, but this way I get to play my own Simulacrum.
Beyond perception.
And I can now get back an Ox or start pumping Barrens with my extra mana.
Elemental cat dinosaurs?
Kill Vivian next turn pretty easily.
Diversity is our greatest strength.
That's a little unfortunate. So the best way for me to kill Vivian is to clear this up. And use my Barrens. Yep. And they scoop. Don't blame them. Game was pretty much over there. So I could have used Barrens, killed. Let's go in here and actually go through it. Activate Barrens. Uses 4. Attack into Vivian, killing her, because this will go up to a 4/4. And then bring back the Ox, draw 3 fresh cards, still have Ugin on the battlefield. Crawling Barrens keeps pumping, it'll be very difficult for them to get back from that point. ECD would be nice for them, but I'll also have some fresh cards and an increasingly growing creature when they bring back the Vivian a couple of turns later. I don't know that they're necessarily completely out of that game. Like another ECD puts them in a pretty good position. And I had only dealt with one of them. One? Yep, so I have 3 more in the deck. So they may be scooped a little prematurely, but I feel like I would have won even if they hadn't. So, yeah, good game.